My name is Toyosi Labeodan. I'm the principal immune consultant of TrueLink Immune Services. I want to welcome you all to today's live event. And today we're going to be talking about the future of express entry in 2022. I want to welcome everyone that is live or that has joined us and those that are joining already. So, as I said earlier on, my name is Toyosi Labeodan. I'm the principal immigration consultant of TrueLink Immigration Services. And I'll just tell you a bit about TrueLink Immigration Services. TrueLink Immigration Services is also known as TrueLink Travel. When it comes to migrating from where you are to other countries like Canada, USA, UK, and some other Schengen countries, we're actually the TrueLink that you need. So if you are tired of where you are, or you just want to have what we call dual citizenship, you want to be a citizen of one country and also of another country at the same time. Yeah, we are the true link that you need to achieve that. So you can just reach out to us anytime and we can always tell you all the programs we have or what we have that you can actually use to migrate. It's not just migration alone that we do. If you want to study abroad, we can definitely help you achieve that. You want to visit, you want to invest, anything that has to do with you moving away from where you are to another country, like Canada, USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand. We have a head office in Canada and we have a branch office in Ibadan, Nigeria. So if you are close to any of our offices, you can actually visit us. Our office in Canada is in Edmonton. Edmonton is the capital of Alberta in Canada. And the branch office is in Nigeria. It's actually in Ibadan, in Nigeria, your state, Nigeria. So if you want to visit any of our offices, you are free to. We are always available to receive you and listen to all your questions and inquiries and help you achieve whatever goals you have as regards to visa and travel. And just as we have said from the beginning of this year, we are committed to helping as many as possible to migrate from where they are to other countries. So if you align with us, this year, 2022, will really be your year if you really want to travel or migrate from where you are. We have so many programs, we have different packages. You can go to our website, www.truelinktravel.com, to see many of the programs that we have that you can actually use to migrate. So before I go on, I would like to recommend that you follow us on our social media channels. So follow us, like our pages, follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Twitter. On YouTube, I would advise that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. On all these channels, we have our handle is at TrueLink Travel. On all these channels, we post different things that relates to migration, study, investment, visas, a lot of things. We also have so many videos that you can actually watch, on those channels. So many things that we post. So if you actually subscribe to our YouTube channel and you also click on the bell button, you will actually be the first to get to know when we post anything. And definitely, if we have any program too, and you are following us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, you will always get a notification when we start the program. So you can always join us. Then most times, all our videos are on our YouTube channel. So you can always go back to watch all of them anytime at your convenience. Even our social media pages, we also have a lot of videos and a lot of educational things. So for people who wants to migrate and do things by themselves, you need to visit our page. There are so many things on our page that would help you to do the right thing, which is very important because you are talking to us as we are with the business we are posting out there. We are posting them out because we are licensed to do this, and we understand it. We went to school, for example. I'm a licensed emission consultant in Canada, and for you to be licensed, it's not just you opening a shop or opening an office. No, you have to go to school, do a board exam, pass the exam. They want to be sure that you know what you are telling people. They don't want to just deceive people. So they teach us all those things in school, and we have the knowledge. That's just a summary of it. So today we're going to be talking about my own opinion. Actually, I told you earlier on, my name is Toyosi Labeodan. So today we're going to be talking about the future of expert entry in 2022. The future of expert entry in 2022. So many people will be wondering, why are you talking about this? For those that don't understand or that do not know a lot about Canada immigration, well, they will learn a lot from this seminar this today. Expert entry is the popular migration program that many people know about. Yeah, a lot of people are aware of the expert entry program. So many people. While at the same time, there are so many other people who also do not know about it. So it's a popular program that people talk about. In fact, when you talk about migration to Canada, what everybody thinks about is expert entry. What majority think about is expert entry. But meanwhile, there are over 80 programs that are available that you can actually use to migrate to Canada. Over 80 programs. Over 80 programs. So for those that don't know, they just assume, okay, well, expert entry, expert entry. I receive a lot of calls regularly and they say, oh, I'm in the pool, I'm this and that. Meanwhile, there are just so many other programs you can use. Expert entry is just a combination of 4 programs or 3 or 4 programs or thereabout, which I'm going to talk about. So why is this topic important for us? Many people have put their hopes on this expert entry program. And in fact, in the last 2 weeks, a lot of calls, people have called me. And one of the questions some of them ask is, oh, I heard they've cancelled expert entry. Some will say, oh, they said there won't be any draw again until July. So I'm here this morning or today to talk to you about the expert entry and what I think the future of it looks like in 2022. What's going to happen in 2022 as that expert entry, which is the major program that people know about, and also the major program that Canada also previously used to use to bring in people or foreign nationals into Canada. So let's talk about expert entry. What's expert entry? Expert entry is an economic stream that was introduced in 2015, and this stream this expert entry has different categories. Under expert entry, you have Federal Skilled Worker Program, we have the Federal Skilled Trade Program, we have the Canada Experience Class, and some provincial nominations also use the expert entry to bring in people. Now, the last draw for the Federal Skilled Worker category under the expert entry was done December 2020. That's over a year ago. That's like 13 months ago. Yeah, that was the last. December 25, 2020 was the last draw for the Federal Skilled Worker. And Federal Skilled Worker is actually purely for people who are not in Canada. It's purely for people who are outside Canada, foreign nationals who are outside Canada and they want to come into Canada. We also have Federal Skilled Trade. That one too, the same thing. It's been a while that we had a draw for Federal Skilled Trade. Then the other one is the Canadian Experience Class. That one had so many draws last year. So many draws, so many of them. In fact, on the 13th of February 2021, we had the largest draw ever. We had the largest number of people. Almost everybody in the pool were just taken through the Canadian Experience Class. That was February 2013, 2021. Yeah. And provincial nominations has always been coming out. Draws are done every 2 weeks, and throughout last year, we had people getting invited through provincial nomination and also getting invited through Canada Experience Club, but none was done for Federal Skilled Worker category and the Federal Skilled Trade category. Now, the Federal Skilled Worker category from the expert entry previously had been the major way by which foreign nationals come into Canada. It's always having draws every 2 weeks, and you have lots of people being invited. But as I said, since 23rd of the last draw they had in this category was 23rd of December 2020, not 2021 or 2020, making 13 months ago now. So there's a lot of news going all around, even though we don't have a definite direction yet. But what I'm here to tell you is I'm aware that right now government is making plans to restructure the process for the export entry. They've not come out with a definite plan yet, but plans are ongoing to restructure it and make it better in their own view. So there are rumors that very soon we're going to start having what we call occupation specific draws. And what do I mean by this? That means they will not, right now, what they use is you get points over 1,200, and once you have 300 and above, you can be invited. But most times the cutoff mark goes to 450, 460, 470. In fact, I'm sure if they are still using that old method, the next draw they will do, the cutoff mark will be over 500, because there are too many people right now in the express entry draw, in the express entry pool right now. So normally they put everybody in the pool, then they invite those that have the highest marks in the pool to apply. But now they are suggesting, this is not yet final, but I think they are still working on it. They're suggesting that from very soon, whenever they start the draw, it might be occupational specific. So they may say, "Oh, we know that nurses are in high demand. We need them. There are shortage of nurses in Canada. Okay, for this draw, we need 5,000 nurses. We invite all the nurses in the pool, or hey, all the nurses that meets the minimum requirement." So they can say, "Okay, because we need nurses. All right, how many nurses do we need? We need 10,000 nurses. Okay, so look at the cutoff mark. Maybe the lowest, for them to get 10,000, the lowest person in the pool are 300. They'll take all of them. So this year, maybe they will say, or this month again, they may say, "Oh, we need bankers. We are short of bankers in Canada." And they have the statistics. They have the statistics to defend all this. So they say, "Okay, well, we want to get bankers into Canada. So all bankers in the pool, let's take them." They'll just pull all of them. So what they're going to use is NOCs. NOC, we know NOC is National Occupational Classification. That's what we use to classify different professions of occupations in Canada. So this is what we are hearing that they are planning to do. And in a meeting with the Minister for Immigration, first on the 20th of January, he suggested this. He made mention of this. And definitely whatever the Minister of Immigration tells you, you know that they are really working on it, definitely, because that's they are the ones in charge. He's the number one person when it comes to immigration. So whatever he says, it's likely going to be what will happen. And why are people saying express draw has been paused? No more draw. Has it been cancelled? They said till July. Yeah, there's a internal memo from RLCC, which they sent internally between themselves in November, but we just got to know about it sometimes in January. And in that memo contained a lot of things. And the memo suggested that because of the total number of backlogs that they have for the Federal Skilled Worker Program, and even the Canadian Experience Lab, because of the temporary resident to PR pathway that they created last year. I'm sure many of us remember that last year Canada changed a lot of things, because those that were outside Canada were having issues coming in because of travel restrictions, because they were not able to get IELTS done, they were not able to get their credential access. So Canada changed their plan and said, "Oh, we must still meet our target for this year." So they started converting everybody in Canada to PR, everybody, including asylum seekers, as long as you meet some criteria. They came up with programs that made it very easy for those in Canada. And who are those in Canada? They are the people that came to study in Canada and are now working in Canada, or those that are here on a work permit and are still working in Canada. So they converted most of them. They brought out the program that made it so easy for them to apply. And one of the programs, within 24 hours of opening of that program, the quota for that program was filled up. So right now there's a backlog of applications for that program, which is yet to be completed. Then you also have backlogs of Federal Skilled Worker Program, which has been ongoing since 2019, 2020, 2021. We're now in 2022, for God's sake. So we have backlog of that, and RCC is suggesting that because of this backlog, there's likely not going to be a federal skilled worker draw, and it may be, and also possibly Canadian experience class draw before July 2022. Why? Because they need to clear the backlogs. A lot of people's hope have been dashed. A lot of people had assumed previously. Federal skilled worker program takes 6 months to process. We have done some in the past within 2 months in our office, and I tell you that right now it's taking like 24 months to process. And they're even suggesting that this year, 2022, federal skilled worker processing might take 36 months. That's 3 years. That's ridiculous. Why? Because of the backlogs that they have had. And they are really working hard. They are working very hard to clear the backlog. For example, one of my clients that, not one, about two of my clients who we applied for in 2020, they just recently got letters from RCRC this week to go and do medicals again, which gave them hope. At least for them to ask you to go and do medicals, it means that your application is ongoing. They've been in the pool. They've not in the pool. They've gotten an invite. We have submitted all the application, and the application has been ongoing since 2020. We're now in 2022. Imagine, look at all the applications we submitted in 2020 that are still ongoing. Most of them are still ongoing up to now. So, but right now they are actually trying to process that, and RCC has backlogs. But despite the backlogs in the year 2021, they were still able to meet up the targets for 2021. 401,000 people landed in Canada as permanent residents in 2021, despite the restriction on federal skilled worker program and not allowing people who are outside Canada to come in. They still made the targets. And why? Because the PR, the temporary resident to PR pathway, that which was a new program that Canada created, was very successful. They had so many people who were inside Canada who were able to convert from work permits, study visa. They were able to convert to permanent residents, and that made the process easy. So, in short, what's the summary of what we are saying here? It's not as if extra century has been paused or it's no more ongoing. There's still, in fact, there was still a draw 2 weeks ago, and we had some of our clients who got invites. So what am I trying to say is that it's still ongoing, but it's likely going to be restricted in the meantime to those with provincial nomination. I told you earlier on that the extra century is has different categories. You have Canadian experience class, you have federal skilled worker, you have federal skilled trade, you also have provincial nomination programs. So right now, those draws will still be ongoing, but they are likely going to be limited to those that have provincial nomination. So, what are you going to do? You need to get provincial nomination. Yeah, you need to work on that. You need to look out for how you too can get one. There's many ways you can get it. You could have, if you have friends, family members in Canada, you might be eligible for that. And if your profile, there are so many provinces that require different skills, tech people, bakers, different. If you have those skills, you need to go and brush your certificates or whatever skills you have, and look at how you can also get a program nomination, so that while they are waiting to restructure the expert entry program, at least you can still come into Canada through other programs that are available. So, what is my advice for people? Despite all this now, while you are waiting for the EE strategy for the year, even the Minister of Immigration has said so that they are still planning their export entry strategy for the year. We're yet to know. We are expecting a major announcement sometimes in February, which is in a few days from now. Maybe in about 2 weeks, they will inform us their 2022 to 2024 plan for immigration. How many people are they going to bring in and all that? We're expecting that, and we feel that during that time, they may actually also mention whatever strategy they might want to use for E. And if they don't mention it, then they might mention it later in the year, so I would know. But what we know right now is, because of the backlogs that they have, those foreign nationals will still have a bit of difficulty coming in through definite entry, at least till middle of this year. There might not be any draw until middle of the year. But that does not mean you should not start your processing. There are things that you need to do that may take time. For example, you want to do IELTS exam, you want to assess your credential, Those things will take time. So if you are saying they are not pausing it, yeah, they are slowing down on it, but you need to get all those things ready. If those things are ready by the time they open up fully, you can be taken and you might still be able to come to Canada this year. It's not impossible. What okay, we are saying there might not be draws until there are suggestions and rumors that there might not be draws until July. What if they change their mind and say, okay, this year we want more people to come into Canada because of this, because of that? For example, now some people are saying they want more nurses, foreign trained nurses, they want more healthcare professionals coming in. They can change policies and say, okay, we want them. You don't wait till that time, you don't wait till you hear that, oh, the coast is clear before you start applying or doing things. No, this is the best time to start getting ready. So what are the strategies that you have? I'm going to suggest some for you today so that you can use that to have a plan. And when you have a plan, definitely your plan is there. It's like you have a plan B. You have a plan A already. You have a plan B also. That if plan A does not work, what is your plan B? So my suggestions for you as a licensed consultant in Canada is: one, look out for other programs that you can use to come in. There are over 80 programs that are available that you can use to migrate to Canada. It's not just Express Entry alone that is available, it's just one of the programs. There are over 80 programs. For example, we have the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program, we have Startup Visa Program, we have Self Employed Program, so many other programs. There are a lot of them. We have Untitled Immigration Pilot Program, different provincial nomination programs, so many of them. So, what are you supposed to do? Don't just sit down and use the sit down look method that, oh, let's keep waiting for things to change. What are you doing to improve your profile? What are you doing to ensure that you get better in what you are doing or you acquire new skills that will make you relevant? That is what people are looking for. No, all the employer want people who would be able to make an impact, not just ordinary people or regular people. No. So what are you doing? What extra skills do you have that will make you stand out and that will likely allow maybe an employer, if you're looking for a job offer in Canada, you want an employer to help. We've had people who got job offers from outside Canada and they are now in Canada and we're able to process their visas for them. It's possible, but there are processes that you have to follow. Apart from processes, there are skills that you have to have. I've had people call me or book a consultation and they tell me they have just ordinary, they have what they call it, SSC or WIAC results, and they want to migrate to Canada. And I asked them, what skills do you have? They said, none. You don't have a skill, so how do you want to come here? You need to have a skill. You need to be doing something. What are you good at? You have to have something that you're doing. For employers to give you a job, you want me to give you a job offer in Canada? You have to bring something on board. I won't just say I will just yeah, as an employer, I can give people job offer, definitely. But if I want to take you, if I want to give you a job offer, will I take you when you don't have any skill that you're bringing on board? Definitely no. So, what skills do you have to learn that you think might be useful in Canada? Go and learn them. So, acquire these skills. For example, those in tech, they're in high demand. Bakers, chefs, cooks. Go and acquire those skills so that you can come in. You might be able to get a job offer from an employer who will give you a job offer here, and through that process, you can come in. For example, recently we got one of our clients who came in through the rural and northern emission pilot program. It's been on the process for a long while. It's been on the process of migrating for a long while until he got a nomination from one of the rural areas and he got community support from there. And today he's in Canada. So what are you doing? Don't just sit down and feel, okay, well, this will come to you. No, you might need to take that step. You might need to call somebody. If you have friends, family members in Canada, reach out to them. They might be of help to you. They might tell you or give you job offers or have links to people that can give you a job offer. And in a short while, you'll be in Canada. Now, one other strategy you might have to use to come here this year, if you really want, if you're really desperate and you think you want to come to Canada this year, I will advise that you consider coming in through the study routes. Yes, let me repeat that again. If you really want to come into Canada in 2022 and you don't want to wait for this 36-month processing process for PR and the like of them, you can use the study routes to come in. It is faster. We have study routes can be done in 2 months. We've submitted an application on the 22nd, 23rd of November 2021, and by first week in January, we've gotten a result for it. The person has gotten a visa. Yeah. Go to our social media pages, you see all of them there. Yeah. So it's possible. So the study routes seems to be a faster method for you to come in. And right now, Canada, the minister has said it himself that last year policies still continue. They in 2022 they will still give priority to those who are in Canada. He has mentioned it. He has said it that 2022 they will still give preference and priority to those who are in Canada because COVID is still all around and it's still scattering a lot of things and spoiling a lot of things. So, and if you come in through the study plan, you are in Canada. You'll be prioritized definitely. When you study in Canada, you can work while you are studying. You can come in with your family members. Your spouse will be given an open work permit. The work that your spouse is doing can give you access to apply through those programs, the TR to PR plan, if they continue that program. Yeah, and there are so many other programs too that you become eligible for when you study in Canada because you are studying, you get extra mark. You also have you get extra point for work. And apart from that, there are so many programs that are specific for those who have worked in Canada or are studying in Canada. So it makes the PR process easy and faster. And your children too can come with you. Your children too can study in Canada. And so you can come with everybody. It's so easy. So if really you are really very serious, or and I don't want to use the word desperate, but I have to use that word desperate. If you think 2022 you must be in Canada, then I would advise that while you are doing other programs, you can use study route as your plan B. Plan B. So if you go to our social media pages, if you go to our YouTube channel, you will see so many videos that we have done on the study plan. So many videos. We have spoken a lot about it last year, towards the end of last year. That we have so many videos on it. Just go to our social media channel. Let me put that here again. Go to our Facebook page. Go to our YouTube channel. And I tell you, our handle is Atruling Travel. You will see lot of videos on study that we have done. Watch all of them. And if you have questions, send your questions to us, and you are sure that we will attend to all of them. So there are lots of programs. There are a lot of videos on the study pathway that I think if you watch them, you will learn a lot about it. Proof of funds, study plan, a lot of things that will help you get results. And this is something that we too have done. This January we posted a lot of videos on our live videos on our channels. This year January has been very 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 interesting for us as regards many visa approvals. In fact, we brought in so many students this January. So many students. Apart from that, we got a visa for a 52-year-old uh, woman. Yeah, in this January, 52-year-old woman. Our visa was approved through us. And I know that many people, one of the things people always talk about is, oh, once you're over 40, they won't approve me for study visa. I've told you that we got approval for someone who is 52 years. So if you are less than that, you should be confident that we can also help you do that. And we had other people too who are here who had previous refusals, multiple refusals from different countries, including Canada, including US, some of them even had travel ban from US. And US and Canada, they share a lot of information. But due to our professionalism, we were able to help them get study visas to Canada. So if you fall into this category, just reach out to us. We can also help you. We'll review your case individually. All cases are not the same. We'll take a look at your profile and see how best we can help you out. What I think we need to do to ensure that you also get your visa. We're going to help you with that. Review your profile and come up with a strategy that would end up helping you achieve that program. So if you have any question on this, you can reach out to us. Our WhatsApp number is shown on the screen. Our WhatsApp number, let me call those that can't see. The number is +1 587 568 6124. All you just need to do is send us a chat on WhatsApp and we'll just talk to you. I repeat it again, +1 587 568 6124. That's our WhatsApp number. So if you really think you must be in Canada this year and you want a plan B, my own suggestion and recommend for you is go and plan to use the study routes. And you can reach out to us. When it comes to that, we are experts in that. We can help you achieve your goals of coming to Canada. And you can also book a consultation. to speak with me or any of your consultants working with us. We'll talk to you, review your profile, and advise you on the best way that you can go about that. So if you go to our website, which is shown on the screen, www.truelinktravel.com, you can book a consultant on that website or send a chat to us on WhatsApp. We'll also send you how to do that. So there are so many programs that you can use. Even we have investment programs that you can also use to come here. So if really you want us to assess you, it's good for professionals to assess you. Let's assess you, book a consultation. We can assess you to and now decide or tell you the available programs that you can use to come in here. I'm talking to you from Canada, and we have assisted so many people to migrate to Canada in the last 2 3 years, and we are also willing to help you achieve that goal. One of our goals for this year is to help as many people as possible to come to Canada, if that is your goal. So you can reach out to us anytime, and you are sure that will be of help to you. So I want to thank you once again for being a part of this program today. And as I said earlier on, don't forget to follow us on our social media handle on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. We advise that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and remember to click on the bell button so that when we post any video, you will be the first to get to know about it, and you can actually see all the things that we have posted. For those that want to do things by themselves, do it yourself applicants, you can learn from a lot of things that we have posted. Thank you. So I'll take the questions that we have. I'm sure we have so many questions. I'll take them and I'll try my best to answer them as best as I can. So also, any hope for one with OND in community health worker, 3 years program in College of Health? There's hope for everybody. Like one of the things we do, even if you don't have the highest, you have an OND, you don't have HND, you don't have a master's, you can enroll if your program, if you're not getting the highest score, if you're not getting the maximum points for your education, you can start a program. The fact that you can't come to Canada this year does not mean that you cannot plan towards next year. You just need to work on yourself, get more certifications, and we even have programs that you can do that are less than maybe for a year or thereabout that we can tell you to go and do. And if you do them, you can add it to your qualification and it will give you additional points. So you can reach out to us. We'll talk to you about that. Where's the office in Ibadan? Our office in Ibadan is located at 34A Ladoke Akintola New Bodija Ibadan. So you can reach out to us there. I repeat it again, 34A Ladoke Akintola Road, New Bodija Ibadan. That's where our office in Ibadan is. So you can visit us anytime. We're open from 8 to 5 every day except on Saturdays, when we are there from 10:30 to 1 o'clock. I want to relocate to Canada with my wife. Yeah, we can help you. We have that's when people relocate to Canada with their spouse and their kids. So reach out to us. Go to our website. Let me see. Go to our website. You see a free assessment button. Click on that free assessment. Fill it, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. At least we'll be able to find out what programs you can use to come in. Based on all these details, information provided, do you think those with diploma in community health have any hope? A 3 year program in college health? It's individual. For example, community health people might be needed in Canada. It's possible, very possible. So don't the fact that you need to be assessed individually. So I would advise you book a consultation. It's possible you might have a chance, but definitely I'm sure that you will not get the highest point for education. I'm sure of that. So having an OND will give you low points for education, and that might not allow, if they are using the whole method for the express entry, as we said, your chances will be low unless you get a provincial nomination. But if they are now using occupational specific, they want to be doing occupational specific draws, you might be taken because they may just say, "Oh, we need community health workers to come here." And meanwhile, find out if you need to be licensed. If you need to be licensed, that will be another issue, because if you don't have a license, they will not take you. You need to be licensed. So, what are you doing to become licensed in your field of practice? Find out about that and start the process now. It will help you. Someone said thank you, Tooling, for all you do. Thanks a lot, too, for following us and always joining us during our seminars. We appreciate you too. Can someone currently in the pool apply for study visa and get approved? Definitely, definitely. You can, if you are in the pool, you can apply for a study visa. Um, so even after applying for federal skilled worker, you can still apply for PMP. Yes, there are PMP programs that are not linked to the express entry program, so you can still apply for that very well. I'm very excited to help my family in Canada. So reach out to us, we'll help you. Yeah, someone said, wow, 52. We got approval for a 52-year-old woman in our office. Yeah, this January 2022, we got it. So we can also help you too. The problem with Canada is getting their study visa. If you follow our guide, the likelihood that you get your study visa is very high. Why? Because we understand the process, and there are things you have to do. If you do those things right, the chances of getting the visa is very, very high. But if you don't do them right, the chances of getting visa is very low. So if you reach out to us, we can help you. We've gotten massive approvals this year. 2022 January, we've had so many study visa approvals, so many, so many. In fact, this January we've broken a lot of records. So reach out to us. I'm confident that we can be of help to you. Can a student go with children without a spouse going with them immediately? Yes, definitely. We have some people like that who are here with their kids and the spouse did not come along. I'm very interested to help my family. Yeah, reach out to us, we'll help you. Is it only study visa you do? No. We do investment visas, we do visitors visa, we do migration, permanent residence program. No, no, no. We do all categories of visas. So it's not just study visa that we do all. So if you want to visit Canada, reach out to us. If you want to study, reach out to us. You want to come for medicals, reach out to us. You want to give birth, reach out to us. You have friends and family members you want to visit in Canada, reach out to us. I said it earlier on, you want to invest in Canada, we can also be of help. So there are so many, all categories. You want your parents to come and stay here, you want to sponsor your spouse, we can help you with that. You want to get LMIA approved, you want to do work permits, we can help you with that. So many categories, all categories. We are licensed to do all of them, so it's not just study visa that we do. So also can the principal applicant apply immediately with family or after for the study visa? Both can be done. It depends on what you are bringing on board. So you can apply for study visa, we can apply at the same time for all the family members, or we can decide to do yours first, then do the other for others later on. We'll review all that and decide on the best approach to use. But what matters most for us is you getting results, and that's what we try to do. Can we get school scholarship? Because Canada schools is costly. There's nowhere. Tell me where quality education is not expensive. Just mention it. When you talk about saying Canada schools are expensive, do you want to compare what they pay in Australia, USA with what we pay in Canada? For the same cost, or even UK, for the same cost in Canada, where your school fees is about 6 million or thereabouts, in UK, your school fees will be like 12 million. Go and find out. Find out. So relatively compared with Australia, US, UK, New Zealand, the fees in Canada is relatively cheaper than all those places. Go and verify it. Just check it out, and you will see that what I said is a fact. So someone said for someone who has a degree in finance and accounting, can you take an MSc in data analysis? Very big question, but let me explain to you. I tell my clients there's no course you cannot do as long as you can justify it. If you can justify why you are going for data analysis as a finance and accounting, when you have a BSc degree in finance and accounting, if you can justify it, it's workable. But let me ask you, how do you justify it? Are you working in that field? That's the reason. If you're working in that field, yeah, then you can go and study it. Or if you have plans to work in that field in the future, but you need to be able to justify it and tell them why you must go for this course and you're going to come back. When you come back, where are you going to work? What are you going to do? So it's a lot of things. If you discuss with us or you consult with us, we'll guide you on selecting the right course and getting it right. Because if you don't get that right, it will be a refusal. The visa officer will just tell you purpose of visit or tells you it doesn't say any reasonableness in what you are going to apply for, and that might be a refusal. How about diploma in community health, a 3-year program in health, College of Health? Is available too. Available. How can someone with his own personal company relocate to Canada? You can invest in Canada, and you can also come into the skilled worker program. You are a boss, you are a manager. You do managerial roles and so many other things. So if you have your own company too, there's a route for that. You have a company, I'm sure you have your company is licensed, is registered, you have all those documents, you have employees, or even if you don't have employees, As long as you are working in your company and you have documents to verify that, will guide you on. You can migrate easily, very well, very well. Can someone travel to Canada with family for a college diploma program? Yes, you can. We have done that for so many people, so you also can. Can you get PMP nomination for me? Yes, we can get you PMP nomination. If you retain our service and follow our guide, you should be able to get one. Can someone without science background do BSc nursing in Canada? Can someone without science background? All schools that run programs, either nursing, medicine, biochemistry, or any course, they have their requirements. So what you need to find out is, do you meet the requirement for that course? What they want. So if they say they want science, whatever, then you have to have it. Most of them will say you must have math and English. If you have that, you know, you can apply. So if you what you need to find out is, go to the website of the school you want to apply to, check the requirement for each of the course. So if you want to do BS nursing, go and check it. They will tell you what they want. They will tell you, oh, for nursing, this is what we want. So check it. Because if you go and apply to a program that you're not eligible for, the money you paid for application is just wasted. They will just refuse and tell you you're not eligible. So you need to go and read the requirement of the course you're applying for and check that you meet that requirement. Once you meet that requirement, you can apply. I have a sibling in Canada and still an undergraduate with family. What program can one apply for? There's many programs you can apply for. We need to review your profile to decide what you can do. Where are you working? What BSc do you have? What background do you have? Those are things that will guide us in recommending programs for you. So you can apply. How does the PMPE take? How long does the PMP? Minimum of 1 year. It could take. It depends. Minimum of 1 year processing for that, and it could be longer. Someone said Canadian schools are high. Well, I don't understand that. The quality of education in Canada is very high. I think that's what the person is trying to say. How about working in Canada? LMIA. LMIA, you need to get an employer who will give you a job offer. Then we can help you apply for LMIA. So you can't just apply for LMIA by yourself. Your employer in Canada has to be the one to apply for LMIA. So if you do that, if you have an employer, we can help you with the process and guide you on what you need to do. My sister studied theater arts. Can she apply for project management or human resource management? Yes, I said it. There's no course of study that you cannot apply for as long as you can defend it. And how do you defend it? What is your future plan? Where are you working? Are you can okay, let me use myself as an example. I studied medical. I used to be a medical person when I was in Nigeria, but right now I came back to Canada to study immigration consulting. That's a total change of career from the medical field to immigration consulting. That's a total change of career. So it's possible. But for example, I can tell them point blank that, oh, why I decided to study this because I'm going into travel business. I want to help people who wants to come to Canada to migrate. I want to help them get visas. I want to help people who wants to study come here. As long as you can justify it. So if someone can change from medical to immigration consulting, immigration stuff, you can change your profession. But it's just going to be tough if you're working in theater arts. You now say you want to come and do project management or HRM. What are you managing? Are you a human resource manager where you are? But if you have a company or you have plans tomorrow to go into HRM, yeah, put the plan down, get the plan down, let's see the plan, and you can apply. So I thought there's no course you cannot study as long as you can justify why you're going to study. We had a client who is currently in Canada who got a 3 year diploma program for. She's in Canada at the moment. 3 year diploma. She's currently studying a 3 year diploma course, ordinary diploma course. She already had two masters, and we got her in for a diploma course in child and youth care. She has a master's in a total different field entirely. BSc, different field from that. But we're able to justify why she's coming for what she's coming to do. And she got a visa. 3 years. Someone that has two masters coming for an ordinary diploma, people will say no, it's impossible. It looks odd. They will refuse the visa. But we got her the visa. She's currently studying in Canada. She came in last year. She came in last year, September. So it's possible for you to study any course you want to study as long as you can justify it. If you reach out to us, we can help you with that. We can help you justify that very well if you can't justify that. Can someone with BSc accounting switch to health related course for MSc in Canada. You can, as long as you meet the requirements of the school, one, and two, you can justify why you are going to do what you're going to do. It takes a lot of work to justify that. Oh. It's not just just write, I like this course. No, that will not work. Can a veterinarian get a job in Canada from Nigeria? If you are licensed and you have if your profession does not require a license and you have the skills needed, it's possible. Just reach out to. In fact, I remember that the guy I said came in through the rural and other immigration pilot program worked in that field. Yeah, and he got a job offer here, and he's in Canada at the moment, so it's possible. We know that you are a medical expert in Nigeria before. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. But now I'm no more in the medical field. I'm now fully doing immigration. That's what I do fully. I went back. I came here, studied immigration consulting at Ashton College, graduated with distinction, and now I'm fully here helping people achieve their goals of migrating from where they are to other countries of the world. So thanks for that. How about one with a reputable company with staff in Nigeria but have only WAEC certificate only? Any possibility? You might have to come and study. If you have WAEC, I have to be said with you. If you have WAEC alone, it might be tough. But if you have WAEC alone, what other skills do you have? Can you bake? What other skills do you have? You need to find out because WAEC is not a skill. It's just a certificate. So what skill do you have that you want to come and use in Canada? You need to find out. Someone said still waiting for a response 5 months ago. How long do I have to wait, sir? You have to wait. You have to wait. When they will respond to you. With all our clients, you will just wait. You will get a response from them. You can send them an update to ask for update on your application, and they would answer you. I think so. I have a friend that's a good company with over 10 staffs, and his business is doing fine, and he has been visiting Canada in so many occasions, but only while has get any program for him to migrate. You can do a study plan. It's possible. I said earlier on, WAEC. With WAEC is tough if you don't have any other skill. You have a business. You can also come and start a business in Canada if your business is doing fine. You can come here to start a business in Canada. That might be a way by which you can migrate. You have managerial skills, so that's fine. So you can come and set up a business in Canada if you have a good business. You said he has a good business, he has 10 staff, and business is doing well. Then you can come and invest in Canada and start a business. You don't have to work for anybody in Canada. Yeah, you can come to Canada and start your own business, and you're fine. Which other program can a baker use to relocate to program Canada? There's one programs we have. You can come in through the federal skill trade program. So we have a program for that. If you're a baker, you're a chef, you're a cook, we have a program for you. You can use that to come to Canada. So that's the last question I can see here. So I want to thank everyone again for attending this event, and don't forget, as I said earlier on, to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our handle is at TrueLink Travel. So when you do this, when we post any video or we have any seminar like this, you'll be the first to get to know about it. Thank you.